An idea that was memorable in both short stories, Father and Son by O.M. Marshall and Night by Linda Burgess, was the tragedy to everyone involved of broken family relationships. In Father and Son, the father, Norman Flowerday, was rejected by his son because of the father's failure at work, and in Night, the young son was trapped between his parents who were about to separate. This family was going to witness all his comet in the country. The reason these broken family relationships were memorable was that it showed us how the relationship between a father and son can be unstable if they don't fully understand the other's feelings. At the beginning of Father and Son, there appeared to be a close relationship between the two. This was indicated by the symbol of the slot car track. This is shown when the father and son are sharing ideas for their slot car track. "We could do some though, before we have to leave," said the boy. This showed us that the son is close enough to take his time to work on the slot car track with his father. This made me think that the father and son appear to be close because of their shared interest and connection. However, the personality conflict between them was revealed early on in the story when the pair were eating breakfast. The father is slower and the son is impatient. He watched his father eating toast, impatient at the deliberate way his father spread the butter and marmalade into each corner before he would eat. We saw by this that the father is much more slower and deliberate than the son. The son gets impatient with the father's slowness, so we know their paces do not quite match as it appeared to be. They are only close regarding the slot car track, but otherwise have more clashing personalities. This impressed on me the father and son's relationship is not as close as it had appeared, and the father and son only enjoy the slot car track together. The turning point in the relationship between the father and son was when Norman Flowerday received a warning from his bosses that his work was deficient. This was witnessed by his son, who felt angry and disappointed in his father. He saw that his father was not as great as he thought he was. As a result of this, the boy purposefully broke the slot car track they had been working on. The boy didn't come out. The father saw that the new pieces for the cliff above the tunnel had been broken. This showed us that the relationship between the father and son had been broken, and the boy doesn't seem to want to see his father after being so disappointed by what happened earlier. This revealed to me that the boy wants to stop spending time with his father, which made it memorable to me, because the boy had used the slot car track instead of words, the only connection between them, to say he had lost his respect for his father. In Night, the mother's attitude to this outing was made very clear at the beginning by the use of negative words: tug, scratch. His feet were forced into gum boots, and he hated his car seat. This indicated that the mother was annoyed and did not want to go to see what she had said would be a waste of time. This made me think that the mother does not value spending time with her son. She would rather be at home in her bed sleeping. This was memorable because we see that the mother is not very close with her son, and so leads to a family falling apart. In contrast to the rough behavior of the mother to the son, the little boy felt secure with his father. This is shown when the father is with the son: big steps, warm hands. He liked it. This contrasted strongly with the mother being rough with the little boy. This is memorable because we see the father and son's relationship, which seems to be more secure than the mother and son relationship. Burgess used symbolism of the broken-up house to foreshadow the imminent breakdown of the marriage. The little boy reacted strongly to the removal of the house. This is shown with the quote, "They could come and take your house away in the middle of the night." This hinted to us that there is a high possibility that the family will get separated. The family was on the verge of breaking after the incident. This was made memorable because it seemed to be the last hope of the family outing. The broken-up house they see symbolizes their relationship that would inevitably break apart. It is made more memorable in the last few lines of Night, with the boy wondering if his house would still be there. The main idea in Night and Father and Son is the family relationships and the fragile bindings between the family members, which causes the relationship to either become destroyed or unfixable. The authors imply that the conflicting personalities in the families would have a lasting effect on the relationships of the family. This relates to the issues in our society today, where families are getting separated because of family conflicts.